special because you get the same printed on.
So we're back on that video and the introduction between Max and I. This is my best mate. And it's such a weird experience to view yourself on video. But we're here and we're talking about... I don't know what we're talking about, Max. What are we talking about?
We're talking about generally life in general.
In general life, we're generally talking about.
Which sounds very paradoxical. It sounds like a silly thing to be talking about.
So if this was a time capsule, what would we think? What would be the questions we ask now that would be answered in 20 years' time?
Wow.
In 2040, what would be the two questions or one question that you would ask now? I have mine, but I mean, you know, I want to hear yours first. And we are drunk, by the way, for the YouTube crowd and community.
First of all, we are intoxicated. And
Heavily.
Not heavily-ish. I wish I was more intoxicated.
Not comatose, but yeah.
But going back to like, I guess like what
would be the question?
what-
But like, what would be the question you would ask you from 20 years from now?
Jesus Christ. Well, you can never answer that first of all.
No, I mean,
know
it's
that.
not about an answer though. It's about a question. Like it's obviously it's in the realms of hypotheticals.
Alright.
So what
well,
would
the
be
question?
what would be the
probably-
question that you would ask me now from here?
Is something along the lines of I have to think about this rather carefully.
It's okay. We got time. Have you got a lighter?
I'm not in a rush.
I mean, I love that people are ever in a rush in the relativity spectrum of time. You know, like 13.5 billion years the universe was allegedly created, according to whoever the fuck.
That's really handy. The relativity.
That is very handy. That is very handy. Yeah.
The relativity of time is very handy. Now, if you were to look at and feel the lives that have impacted you personally upon this earth, as far as you can remember.
But what's your question? What's your question? If you could hypothetically, and we're in the realms of hypothetical, if you could ask your man 20 years from 20 years from now, and they had the answer, what would be the question? I mean, no arms chucked up at the sky.
Well, I'm an intelligent human, so at this stage of whatever, I wouldn't have a fucking answer to your so-called question.
It's ironic
But
that you wouldn't have an
can't
answer.
quantify.
No, I would have personally. I would have a question.
But, well, okay, what is it? That's easier than asking.
What would be
What
my
if?
question?
You need some substance to think about that.
No, I'm here. No, I'm here. Just give me 1 minute. I mean,
You want to ask me as well? Think about whether you want to ask me that question as well.
how? Okay. 2020, 2040. In 2040, how have the dynamics of the question changed? What is the meaning of existence? Yeah, that would be my question. Passing back to Max now that he's heard what I had to say. Perhaps that's influenced him. Perhaps it hasn't. But we're going to see what Max has to say in pertain to that question.
Yeah, and that would make sense if you were to look at the time continuum, whatever many systems govern time. Someone may have made it to this realm at this very time and communicated a message. Now, what does that mean to me? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to your political structure, geological structure? Jesus, a hell of a lot. But don't worry about that just yet. Don't worry about that. I hear a machine just got initiated behind me. I don't know what the machine is doing. It might be a bakery thing. be something else. But the more important thing is to remember is that the choice
That there is no meaning. There probably is no meaning. And people don't want to come to terms with that. They don't, because that's so terrifying. There's almost 8 billion of us. And the only meaning you attach to existence is literally the meaning that stops you from killing yourself. Because life is suffering. I want to pass it back to Max now and hope he has some comments on that. Without being too fucking vague or speculative.
Yes, indeed. Life is but a ticking time bomb or a clock. Life will run out, and you are a part of that. At the moment,